Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here for another episode of XCOM, Enemy Unknown. Now, we have been doing some pretty good stuff here so far. We've just launched ourselves a new satellite, keeping things under control in South America. Here is now another satellite set up. It's not quite the most valuable one we could have set up, which is unfortunate, but it does help control some of our panic situation. Now if we can focus on keeping North America in check and Europe okay, we should be fine. But we'll of course have to wait and see how this actually goes. Now we are going to drop back down into the game. We have very little left to do here because we have basically no money. It's time to hop in here to the game and scan for some new activity. We have a ship transferring over to South America to protect our other satellite, and we have our satellite operational in Argentina slightly afterwards, so that'll work out great. Our Arc Thrower research happens one day after that, and then we're getting close to the end of the month, which will give us a nice checkup on how we're doing overall, and will give us some more money, which is definitely needed. So let's scan for some activity.
Receiving a transmission.
We have a special mission here, instantly. Incoming Council communication. The Council is requesting our presence in the Situation Room, so let's go and check out what they want. What kind of special mission do you have for us today? The aliens are moving to sabotage a major transportation network near a British railway station using a device of unknown destructive capabilities. If they succeed, it's only going to spread panic among the nearby civilian population, and we can't let that happen now, can we? They'll give us $118, which means absolute yes, and panic reduction, which means double absolute yes. There's no reason to not do these special council missions. They're always very helpful. Some of them can be very tricky, though, especially if there's a lot of civilians you have to save, because those ones are evil. Anyway, let's launch this mission and stop that bomb. We have to build an officer training school to get more spots, I know, but later, soon. Okay, who are we taking with us? We have two heavies in our squad right now, and that's definitely not what we want. We might keep one of them. Novikov, you're not coming either. We're taking Voss again, because we want him to level up. Oh, he's wounded, he can't come. Alright then, we'll take Novikov. He has Snapshot, which is good. We'll give him Voss's Scope, because he's in the medbank, can't use it anyway, and that will make Novikov a much better shot as well. 88 aim is nice. And you can stay. Fournier, we'll keep one of our heavies. Probably not Fournier, though. We'll clear out... Oh, no, don't clear her. I want to take her medkit away first, because there's no reason for our heavy to have a medkit. They're probably not going to be moving very fast. Now, Ryan or Fournier? I kind of like Fournier's last name better than Ryan, so we'll swap out Ryan at the moment. Ryan's a cool first name, but Claire Ryan, Edith Fournier, I kind of like Fournier. And who else do we take? We have not a whole lot of options here. More heavies, more snipers. I'm going to take another new person. That might be not a bad idea. I'm going to take Chepernova, Murray, another Ryan. Do we have two Ryans? We do have two Ryans. They're from different countries, though. That's kind of funny. Suleiman or Taylor? Let's take Bridget Murray. Get some more ladies on the force here. Alright, Bridget, you're going to get yourself a... Here we go, you get yourself a lovely medkit, fresh off the presses, and that should be pretty solid. Now, does anybody else need anything else here? Looks like we're all pretty well equipped. Fournier has a frag grenade. I guess I can give her the other medkit. I took it away because she didn't need it. We have no one else who can use it at the moment anyway, so she might as well take it. The LMG is an interesting gun. It's not the most accurate thing. It doesn't really do a whole lot of damage either, and it spams ammo. It's just bullets everywhere. Anyway, this should be interesting. We'll take our first heavy to the battlefield and see what happens. Here we go. We have to prevent them from doing anything to us. Let's get out there and see what we can do. As we approach the enemy bomb disposal site in the UK, let's see what we can do here. Let's begin our assault. Hopefully this reduces the panic across all of Europe. That would be fantastic.
The next deployment site is in the UK.
I mean, the only we have to worry about is North America right now. So, if to deactivate the bomb before it goes off, we can delay the detonation by deactivating the bomb's power sources, which is an interesting little technique. And we have to prevent it from being reactivated by eliminating all the remaining enemies, including several more who will drop in. Which is interesting because this mission means we get to meet some new enemies. This, if my memory serves, is entirely populated by thin men, who are very interesting, and we'll see in just a moment. Very interesting indeed. Some interesting mechanics involved in them too.
Intel indicates the aliens are charging
3 turns until the bomb is fully charged. We have to act fast here. But of course,
locate and disarm that weapon before they're able to finish priming.
we have to not act recklessly fast. They're explaining how the bomb system works here. If we can walk up next to these things, we can deactivate them during the same turn. You can stop talking, I'm explaining it. It's cool. I got it. I got this, Shen. Thanks. Anyway, we have to turn off the bomb, which is always pretty easy. The problem is making sure we kill everybody and don't get killed ourselves while constantly turning off the bomb while only having 4 people. I didn't have one of these missions until after I had 6 already in my team, so this might be a little bit more tricky than I'm used to. Now, we're going to send Yoon up to this billboard, and he's going to take a covering position there. We can't see anything yet, which means it's probably safe for him to move up to here and grab that. But before I do that, we're going to bring some other people up to cover him. So Novikov is going to actually move straight over here, because that looks like a pretty good position for our sniper to be before we do anything else. That'll go. And now, even though his turn is used, we can click on him, and then left-click on the power source. Bam! Done. Even though his turn's over, he can still deactivate that. It's like opening doors. It's an action that doesn't take a turn. You can do it even when your turn is used up. So we have 4 turns now. Not bad. Unfortunately, we don't have any good positions to move up with Bridget, which is not great. And not really with Fournier either. I'll move her up to here, and she will take a Overwatch position. Overwatch, go! We do actually have to find the bomb itself, though, so we can't sit around all day on this mission. This is definitely one which pushes you to move. And Murray's going to run up ahead, because that's probably a good position for her to hold. And we've found 2 sectoids! And she is literally going to die. She's sitting in the position that's going to be flank shot at, unless she gets incredibly lucky. So what we're going to do here is Yoon is going to Overwatch for her and hopefully protect her from something. We'll have to see what actually happens, though, because there's a good chance she's going to get badly shot. Now, Overwatch from 1 sectoid, that's a pretty good sign so far, and... Fournier takes a reaction shot with lots of bullets. Can you hit him? Yes, actually. Surprisingly enough, you shot him through the wall. I'm amazed that actually worked. Congratulations. You are a good addition to our team already, having hit that shot. And can you see anything from here? No, Novikov, you cannot see a darn thing. Now, the best choice for us to move up here is Yoon, because of the fact that he can move up and waste that reaction shot. So we're just going to rush straight for this power node. The reaction shot is going to go off, and it is going to miss because of lightning reflexes. Guaranteed miss per turn. Very nice. We might accidentally trigger some more aliens by moving up like this, but we should be okay, even if we do. There we go. Now we can move someone else into position without risk of getting shot, and Yoon can turn off the power source. Novikov is going to swing around the back here and see if he can take a snipe at our friend in there. He does have snapshot, so this is possible. 48% chance to hit's not great, but if he hits it, he should die. Take your shot, Novikov. Can you hit your target? The answer is no. We put a nice black smear on the side of the building where he obviously missed the building by which I mean train. Murray can move up and take a shot now. She's the... We have her and... Fournier, who can try. Murray, what am I going to do with you? I can move you here, but this isn't cover. I can move you here, but that's not going to protect you from them. I'll move you to this bush instead and see if you can take your shot from there. Can you see him? 45% chance to hit? That's not bad. See if you can take out your first sectoid, Fournier or Murray. And no, you cannot. Nice try, though. Nice try. Alright, Fournier. Time for you to move up and take some shots. You're going to move up to this garbage can here, and you're going to try and take out that alien. 47% chance to hit. Why is that? That's just what your aim is. Okay, that's interesting. Your aim is 67. Strange. Take your shot. Can you hit? Looks like a yes. Nope, you just shot out some glass. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We might get into some trouble here if we... They're just overwatching again. Stop it. Stop doing that. We can just run up to him with Yoon if we really feel like it, because he can't do anything about us at this point. We can just snipe him as well, which would probably be a pretty safe bet. We have a boost to our accuracy here. 68% chance to hit with Novikov. Go for the snipe. Can you hit your target? And... dead alien. That's what we like to see. Good. Now we don't have to worry about any Overwatch issues. We're just going to swing around this side of the train with Fournier and see if we can't get closer to that power source. Now, odds are there's a whole pile more aliens in this part of the train, which we can't see yet. And we know there's more over here on this side. We want to try and at least... I don't know what the best course of action is here, actually. Where do we want to go? Because if we swing back around this way, we have a close access to a whole bunch of these power sources, but it's also a very exposed location, so it's not a very safe one. We could come here, which is a solid position, and I believe the other side is a window, so we can jump out of it. Yeah, that's probably a good place for Yoon to go for the moment, because he wants to move up to a position he can actually do something from if we need be. I could run and gun him there, and then he'd be able to overwatch at the window if need be. That's probably a pretty good idea, too. We'll run and gun him up to the window. There we go. It's a bit of a waste, but it will recharge fairly quickly afterwards, and I'm sure he'll see something from in here. Ah, there's a Thin Man. First of our new enemies. Very humanoid. Very nasty. There's a couple nasty things about them.
Using it as an infiltration unit of some kind.
Yes.
I'd
they can
recommend
climb
capturing it for further analysis.
pretty much everything. So if we come across one, there's a good chance they're just going to jump over whatever we're on. Like, he could jump on top of the train in one easy move, and then he'd be on top of it, have a good line of sight at all our guys, be able to counteract their cover. But thankfully, Murray is going to shoot him in the side of the head, and he's not going to be a problem. Right, Murray? Right, Murray? Go. You missed him. He's just standing there. Ooh, you're begging for trouble there, friend. You're begging for trouble. I could move around here and try and shoot at him with Fournier as well, but then the problem is if I miss, I'm in trouble. The other thing about them is they spit out toxic clouds sometimes, which means it's very dangerous to approach them because of the fact they can easily hit you with all kinds of nasty group status effects. Now if we move in here, she might be able to shoot him through the window, but it doesn't look like she actually can. She will have to overwatch from here and hope he doesn't decide to spit at us. Because if that happens, we'll be in a nasty way. And he's moving up close. He's going to spit, isn't he? Now he's shooting. Thankfully, she missed. He did blow at the wall directly in front of us, though, which blows our cover. But looks like there's nothing else directly in front of us here, so we should be okay. Now, we really need to get to some of those triggers, otherwise that bomb is going to go off and there's nothing we can do about it. So I'm going to move Novikov up to this bush, where he should be able to see a good line of sight on anybody over in this part of the map. And that's good. He can't shoot this turn because he did sprint, but that's okay. What we're going to do, actually, is we're going to take Fournier. She's going to hop down to here, and she's going to gun this guy down. She might be a little bit too close to him right now, but we'll find out in a second. The thing is, when you kill them, lots of poisonous gas comes out of them. Actually, I'm going to make sure I move Yoon as well, so he doesn't also get poisoned. Yoon is going to move up to this power generator. He's going to turn it off. Here we go, and he's going to overwatch in a second. There we go, just in case anyone comes to try and fight us. And Fournier is going to murder this guy. There we go. Take out that thin man. Daka. Is she in poison range? No, it looks like we're safe. I think it's a 1 square radius around the enemy. I wasn't sure if it was 1 or 2. So that is good. But like you see, that poisonous cloud, if we move through it, we will be poisoned and we'll start taking damage every turn. Not something you necessarily want to have happen for any good reason. We're going to hop over to this platform as well and take another overwatch position here with Bridget. Excellent. Alright, guys. Come at us. We have 2 more turns to find the bomb. We have a lot of ground still to cover. This is not necessarily a good position for us to be in, but it's where we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to start sprinting. Novikov, you're rushing over to here most likely. Actually, I'll get someone who can move there and then still act. So let's send Murray over there. Murray, you're going to run over here and push this button, because otherwise we are at serious risk of getting hit with a bomb. There we go. And you're going to overwatch. Thank you very much. There we go. Nice thing is, as long as we can hit one of these things a turn, we're not going to get murdered horribly. We might run into problems, but we will have the ability to keep searching. And we found another sectoid from the looks of it. Just one? That's unusual. Why is there just one there? Very strange. Well, we're going to push up and see if we can't do something to him. We have Fournier here who's going to need to come around. This is not a very good position. She's going to want to run through there. Oh, she managed to get through without getting poisoned. Surprising. Well, she also has to reload, so that's not a great situation for her. Reload that gun. Coney, you're going to head somewhere as well. Where am I going to send you? I can't quite run and gun you again, so that's not great. There's really nowhere good to stand either. I could send him over here. That might be in poison range, but we'll find out when he stops. No, he looks like he's safe there. Take a shot with a shotgun. Really far away. 16% chance to hit is terrible. I think what we're going to do instead is we're going to overwatch with him and hope that they come at us. If they do, we'll have a good chance to shoot them. If not, we're going to have a bad chance to get shot in the face. And it looks like taking a shot over here. Please don't hit. Ooh, ouch. Uh-oh. Don't panic and shoot us. Having your people panic is really bad. Oh, good. She decided to kill the enemy. Fantastic, Fournier. That's the best kind of panic. She panicked and killed the person who shot at her. That's what we like to see. Panicking can be really dangerous, though. When people start to panic, they start to shoot everybody around them. They start to run into bad positions. They run out of your cover and whatnot. It's just bad all around. So that's not what we want to see happening. Now, we're going to send Yoon. I think we might rush him all the way over to here to hit this one. We do not have a whole lot of time to turn this thing off, and we have to find it still. This might be it over here, but we have to get there still. So I'm going to rush Yoon up here, and hopefully we'll be able to cover him from that position back there. We are fairly pressed for time here. We found one more sectoid. Okay, not the end of the world, just a single sectoid. We should be able to handle him okay. We can't see him from here yet, though, which is a bit of a problem. Turn off the power source. We're not done yet. We do want to be in a pretty solid position when this turns over, though. So what are we going to do next? We might want to rush up this side, but I'm still wary of rushing up the side because we don't know what's hiding over there. What we could do, though, is we could send Novikov up to this piece of cover as well, That would give us some nice range on this part of the map, which is pretty good. And, now my question here, Fournier can't move this turn. I could move Murray up to here, which I think we'll do. I could medkit her, which is probably wise. She doesn't have a whole lot of damage, but I'd much rather her be healed that 2 health and have her get like a 4 damage crit and die, rather than having a 2 damage, like a 4 damage crit and survive, no problem. So that's a little bit safer. This sectoid's going to run at us and probably get a nasty shot off. But we might be okay for the most part here, because we are in fairly good cover. Ooh, ouch, there's another 2 damage hit on Novikov. That's not so good, but he didn't panic, so that's good. Alright, guys, you gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving here. Otherwise, we're gonna be in lots of trouble. So, what are we gonna do? Coney Yoon. Do I rush him? Do I try and hit this thing? This is inside. We can't actually get there from here. That is the bomb right there, though. If we can get to that, we are home free. So, I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to rush it. We're gonna have to rush over here, hit this on the way over there. We're gonna have 1 turn left at the time. This is tricky. Here's what we're gonna do. Novikov, can you take a shot and take out that sectoid? 68% chance to hit. If you can hit him, this makes it a lot easier. And there's a sectoid dead. Fantastic. That makes this decision much easier. What we're going to do is we're going to move Murray up into a position where she can somewhat support us. Send her up here. See if we can see any aliens up here, because if there are, then we want to know about them now. Send her to Overwatch. Excellent. We are going to rush up with Fournier up to this position so she can give us some advanced cover. There we go. It looks like there's nothing else dangerous up there, though. And Coney Yoon, are you going to take the crazy risk of running right up here? He has the most health of anyone on our team. We need to turn off one of these things just to make sure we keep our edge. Oh, I wasted my turn, though. Oh, he's the last person to act. That's unfortunate. He's not going to get a chance to do this now. If you're going to be trying to do something like that, you cannot wait till that point, because it will just end your turn on the last person's sprint. So I did that badly.
That's another power node down.
We were fine. We had the extra turn anyway, but it's just not a safe way to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run our people now all the way over here. We're going to run them into cover, because once we set off this bomb, or rather turn off this bomb, it's going to go a little bit pear-shaped for us with new enemies dropping in from above. We'll send Fournier over here as well. She'll get into cover right there. These should be pretty solid positions. I'm not really sure where the enemy's coming from, though, is what makes it tricky. I'm going to set Vasily to Overwatch, I suppose. I don't know if I want him to be there is the thing. I'll have him reload, in fact. That's probably a better choice. Because on the first turn, when enemies drop in, all they do is... Oh, no, I did it again! Oh, she still has an action, doesn't she? Yes, good. I thought I did it again. I was going to sprint into a position so I could turn off the bomb, and then I had already used up all my turns. So he's going to sprint right over here. Yoon, and Yoon, time to deactivate the bomb. All it takes is a left click. Bam! Bomb's offline. Now all we have to do is kill off any remaining aliens.
To eliminate any remaining hostiles.
That's what we like to see.
Strike 1.
Whew, stressful. This is a mess. These bombs are stressful things. They're the one mission in the game that forces you to go as fast as you can. Enough thin men are going to drop into the map from various locations. They're going to immediately go to Overwatch. So they can't attack you on the turn they drop in, but they can cause problems. That one's going to be dead pretty quick. He's right in the middle of the open, and everyone can see him. And there's one on this side. And Fournier just took a reaction shot for some reason. I'm not sure who moved, and she missed horribly. Nice try. You might be able to hit those guys one day. Alright, so we got some dancy dudes over here. All of them are on Overwatch, so we have to be very careful what we do now. Can I hit one of them on the roof? Or can I just hit that one? I can only hit that one, but I can easily hit him. So I'm going to take this shot with Novikov, because it's an easy shot, and these guys might be able to hit the guy on the roof of the train. So, Novikov, take your shot. Please kill off that thin man for us. Kerblam! There we go, dead thin man. That's what we like to see. It's a crit, too. Very nice. Alright, Murray can see that person, and Edith cannot. So Murray's going to take the shot. She has a clear shot at him. 45% chance to hit. Not great. He has the high ground advantage, though. I think that's the big thing. Yeah. Elevated ground. They receive an offensive bonus against enemies on lower ground. Incorrect. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Alright, Murray. Before you do that, though, I want you to move into a better cover, because at the moment you're pretty darn exposed. But before I do that, I need to make sure that you're not going to get shot at. So I'm going to move Yoon over to this position first. That way, if the lightning reflexes go off, you can't be shot. There we go. Miss, miss, and miss. Fantastic. Now we can move Murray into a better position as well, just in case we can't manage to actually hit him. We're not going to use Yan Yoon's second ability quite yet. We're going to move Fournier over here. There we go. She can't shoot? Oh, she has no ammo, does she? Or why can't she shoot? Oh, no targets available still. Ah, that's silly. Alright, well in that case, I'll have her reload, because why not? Murray is going to move over here and then take her shot into cover. That would be much safer. 45% chance to hit. Take that shot. Can she kill him? The answer is a yes! Very nicely done, Murray. These guys are actually doing really well. They're hitting a lot of their shots, which is fantastic. And Yan Yoon is going to Overwatch, just in case the one on the other side decides to sprint over the building at us, which he very well may do. There he goes, trying to come through the windows. Can we take a shot with Yan Yoon? The odds of hitting are incredibly low at that range with a shotgun, but it's fun to take the shot anyway. Alright, he might take a shot at us from there, unfortunately. At our exposed people. Oh, Novikov. Please don't get hit. Oh, good. Novikov survived that attack, yes. Survived that attack without too much trouble. That's good. Unfortunately, this guy's a very hard position for us to get at right now. Hopefully they end the turn there soon. Yes, there we go. Excellent. Novikov, you've been shot at. Do you want to take a shot back at the person who shot at you? Take a headshot chance here. 68% chance to hit. 55% chance for a crit. Go for that shot. Kill the guy. That's what we like to see. Nice sniping. See how much the scope helps? That bonus to accuracy is so good. So good. So we've accomplished Operation Secret Stallion, getting 8 aliens killed with no operatives lost. A little bit of injury here on Novikov, but all in all, that was very successful, I have to say. Very successful indeed. Awesome. Alright, we'll fly back to base, see how we got in promotions. Any interesting promotions going on? I hope there are. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Tell me. Tell me. Everyone got promoted. Another heavy? I don't want heavies. I want supports and assaults right now. Jeez, come on, game. Alright. Yan Yoon is now a lieutenant. Fantastic. Or lieutenant, depending on where you're from. We can do flushing or rapid fire. Rapid fire is amazing, so we're going to be taking that one. But here's the options. Flushing. Firing a shot that causes enemies to run out of cover. I've never actually tried using this. I have no idea what it actually does. But rapid fire is really good because it lets you shoot twice in one turn. And that's fantastic. Each shot has a lesser accuracy, but all in all, that's pretty good, especially if you're up close and you have a really high accuracy. Anyway, it's good for making sure things actually die. So rapid fire it is. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alright, what do we got next? Edith Fournier is now a heavy, so she just... Oh no, she's already a heavy, right. She can take Bullet Swarm, which means you can fire twice in one turn with your LMG, and that's fantastic. Or Hollow Targeting, which gives you a sort of pinpoint accuracy for anyone else shooting that same enemy. This is quite nice, but this is also very powerful. Depends on what we're trying to do, because if we're trying to just spam bullets with her at people, you don't actually have to hit them, I don't think, before this actually affects. I've never used this, but it seems interesting. I think for our first heavy, we'll take Bullet Swarm. We might try this with a different heavy, and that might be interesting to see how it works. So Bullet Swarm it is. Having 2 shots is nice. That's the best thing about the LMGs. Anything else is a little bit disappointing. But we will see how it goes. Novikov is now known as Nightmare. That's a pretty cool nickname. Alright, Sergeant Nightmare. You can get a bonus damage with pistols, and that's not happening. Or you can get Damn Good Ground, which gives you a bonus aim and defense against enemies who are below you. This is really good because later on we're going to be taking advantage of this literally all of the time. So Damn Good Ground it is. Thank you very much. We're not going to be using our pistols anyway. Interesting option, but not one we'll be taking advantage of. And Bridget Murray is now a heavy, so she gets a rocket launcher. Yay! Congratulations, Murray. Your odds of being picked for missions are now significantly less. All in all, though, we got some... words. We got access to the Thin Men Autopsy, we got a bunch of sectoid corpses and Thin Men corpses, and some weapon fragments. Not bad. Not bad. We got 118 credits and panic reduction. I'm not sure where that actually affects. So let's check our situation room and see what happened there. Where did that affect? It looks like it might have only affected the UK. A little bit disappointing, but not bad. It's always good to have less panic everywhere. The North America area is freaking out, as we can see, so we definitely want to help them. 150 credits, though. That's a big deal. That means we can build an important facility. We can now build our alien containment. We don't necessarily want this right now. It's not something that really helps us. I'd love to have a satellite uplink instead. We don't have enough engineers at the moment anyway. But we need this to continue with capturing aliens, which is very useful later on, because it gives you a lot of research options and lets you steal their gear, like I said. So alien containment. Begin. We need it. Begin. There we go. Next thing is probably going to be a satellite uplink there. We're going to start excavating this location, I think, just to make sure we can build something else if we need it. And I should probably build an access lift here. How much does that cost? Ooh, 50. Ay. Can't afford that right now. Later, gentlemen. Alright. We should also try and build... I can't build this now, I don't think, either. Our foundry is fairly expensive. Yeah, and so is the officer training school. I need these buildings as well, but I just don't have the funds to build them. Just don't have the funds to build them. I guess what I should do is build this lift now, because we're approaching the end of the month, which means that when that happens, we'll be able to expand on it, and we'll have the area already dug out, and we have this room automatically available, so that'll be good. Yes, it's a bit of a mess. A bit of a mess. We have anything in the gray market we can sell? No, nothing we can sell. All these things are important. And if we check out our research, we're still researching the arc thrower, right? Right. Well, let me quickly check the time on the video, see if we have time to do a bit of research here at risk having another fight crop up. Let us take a check here. Right, well, if another fight does show up, we'll be ending the episode there, but as it stands, we might as well do some research here and see if we can't get any of these things actually built. So let's scan for some activity here. Our ship should be transferring over, our satellites should be coming online. There we go, satellites are up, and the arc thrower is complete. Let's take a look at our research here. So, that looks good. We've completed our research into the arc thrower prototype, and we believe this device is ready for final production and engineering. This mechanism functions on the basic premise of neurological disruption, emitting a focused electromagnetic pulse capable of confusing and incapacitating targets within a limited range. As this is our first venture into the field of non-lethal weapons based on the alien physiology, it's safe to assume there may be unexpected results in the field. It's very likely that some aliens will resist the disabling effects of the weapon, in which case it might be more effective to weaken the enemy first. The arc thrower is also constrained by our current power supply technology, which limits its effectiveness to 2 shots per deployment. Any captives retrieved from the field will have to be housed in an alien containment facility. I strongly advise we build that facility before attempting to capture live specimens. So we can now build ourselves an arc thrower, although we don't have our facility built quite yet, so it would be silly to try and use one. The arc thrower is a non-lethal sidearm designed to stun targets. It works best if they are at 3 health or less, generally. Awesome. So we can build that later. Now time to do some more research. Do we want to research carapace armor? Still very slow. UFO power sources, sectoid autopsies, thin man autopsies. Hard to say, really. We could also research beam weapons and get working on lasers, which is always nice. But I think what we'll do is we'll do an autopsy first. We'll do a sectoid autopsy and see what happens. Our initial scans of the... Oh, this is definitely that. Yeah, that's definitely that. Is the thin man autopsy more interesting? Yes, I think this is more interesting. These aliens were clearly intended to be used as infiltrators, moving among us and observing without raising an alarm. However, the question remains, how are the aliens able to physically modify the species to achieve this goal? How indeed? Well, we can do this, search for 4 days here. That should give us a useful thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is, though, and then we'll probably go and do beam weapons after that, or carapace armor. These are both very good things to have. UFO power source is good, too, but we have a whole pile of other more important things to do at the moment, and I feel like doing this one.
The tall one has, up until this point,
these are kind of interesting. These dialogues are kind of neat.
The Thin Man.
Tells you a little bit about
testing has revealed a concerted effort by the aliens to modify this specimen's genetic structure in such a way as to make it appear human. However, on closer inspection, they seem to have had some trouble concealing the eyes, which appear to be reptilian in nature.
Anyway, I kind of like those, so I'll probably let them play every time we do an autopsy or an interrogation, because those dialogues are kind of neat. Or at least the autopsies. I don't think the interrogations actually have dialogues. But I'll still let those videos play anyway, just because they're kind of neat, as opposed to the other ones, which are a little bit tedious. But all told, that's pretty cool. We have no money, though, so we can't buy any of the new guns we've just made anyway. We can't afford arc throwers. $35, we have 5. However, when the month ends, we'll be good. So, let's check out our situation room again. We're very close to the end. Very close to the end indeed. If we scan a little bit more, we get our access lifts completed. There, carry on. Scan a little bit more, we should get our alien containment built. There we go. A lovely new building completed for us with fancy little psychic arms. I'm not entirely sure what those things do, but they like shoot power waves at the people you're containing somehow. Awesome. Carry on. We have no money to give you anyway. Let's finish off our thin man autopsy. There we go. Assign new research. What do we got? The subject's external appearance is that of a Caucasian male. I would guess its age to be approximately 35 years old, although it's quite likely this is an artificial effect intentionally affixed by the aliens. The specimen is roughly 2 meters in height and weighs just over 80 kilograms. Despite its outward appearance, upon dissection, the creature's unique organ and bone structure is revealed to be distinctly alien in nature. The subject's bones are segmented, rather like the vertebrae of a serpent. This segmented structure appears to give the creature a spectacular range of motion in combat. A large portion of the specimen's thoracic cavity is devoted to enormous glands, capable of producing a toxin that is then expelled via ducts with considerable force. After a thorough chemical analysis of the subject's venom, we have theorized that it could be used as a powerful disinfectant to treat our soldiers' injuries in the field. Dr. Shen is working to develop a means to integrate this substance into our existing medkits for future deployment. Targeting another example of this specimen in the field using the unit analysis view may review further details about its distinctive combat abilities. So if we eventually get our foundry up and running, we'll be able to upgrade our medkits to heal more, which is good. Having more powerful medkits is super effective later in the game, and not dying is always fantastic. But yeah, we have next upgrade is probably going to be beam weapons or carapace armor. Beam weapons are a little bit faster, so I guess we'll go with those. Might as well, I suppose. Beam weapons it is. Begin project. Fantabulous. Now what are we going to be doing next? I guess what we're doing next is we're going back up here. 3 days left of the council report. If we can make it there before we have to fight something else, we'll do that. And then we'll end the episode with the council report. If not, we'll be stopping with to fight something. So let's scan for activity, see what we see. Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it? Oh, we made it! Transmitting encrypted data. Transmission decoded. Next.
We are extremely impressed.
Yes, the XCOM project's monthly report for March 2015. We're getting close to that already, it's kind of worrying.
Results were beyond.
They are quite happy with what we've done. We can see the things that we've done over here.
Statement this council makes lightly.
They're happy with us. They've given us an A grade. We've completed a council mission, we shot down a UFO, we've stopped 2 abductions, launched a satellite, completed 6 research, and raided 1 UFO, which is all things that make them more happy with us. They're also happy because no one has abandoned us yet. We get 1 engineer for having our satellite here in Nigeria, 1 scientist for our satellite in Argentina, and 318 credits from our various sources. However, that doesn't all get directly sent to us because it gets sent into our expenses. That's just how much they directly send us. Regardless, we can carry on now. Fantastic, we have funds again. However, before we can spend them, we're going to have to wait until next time. We have 200 credits left now. Anyway, this has been Vanguard of Valor with another episode of XCOM, Enemy Unknown for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, but unfortunately we have to end the episode for now. If you did like the episode, don't forget to leave a like on the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.